So we are in the games room, and look who's on the TV. It's 8-Bit Boy UK. So that means a challenge has been set, and a challenge has been accepted. And what a nostalgic trip of a challenge this week is. A really good choice. Absolute classic. Well, not the MasterSystem version, I have to say that, but the original was an absolute classic. There's a bit of a hint to what it is. Even came out in Nessica Live in 2011, I think. So every single system you can imagine. And there's the man himself, 8-Bit Boy UK. Thank you very much for setting all these challenges up. Fantastic job. But there it is, this week's challenge. It's Super Space Invaders. Mine is the Dumark copy. When I think of Dumark, I just think of Zybots on the Amiga for some reason. But that's just me anyway. But there we go. Let's set up the camera and let's play a bit of Space Invaders. So you heard that Sega jingle, and that means one thing and one thing only. It is time for the Sega Master System Challenge, and this time around it is Super Space Invaders. So a quick sip of the old tea, and let's get things started. Not going to faff around with the level selection, just going for default. Let's see what we can do here. Actually, with any luck, you might actually see a bit of a improvement in the picture quality. So I was really struggling last time out with Scrambled Spirits and those orange bullets. I really wasn't happy with my setup before. So the TV I've got now is a CRT. Is it doesn't have SCART. It's got a component. So I need a converter to actually convert SCART to component, obviously. And I had a cheap Chinese box before that was doing the job and not particularly well. So actually, a spoiler for the pickups, I actually got a RetroTink converter. I mean, all it does is convert the SCART to component, nothing funky. But it does a great job, and I'm really happy with the results. You might not necessarily tell with the Master System games, but certainly for Mega Drive games and stuff like the Saturn, big improvements. So I'm well happy with that. Oh, why is it off screen? That's just bad design, isn't it? So I wasn't really planning to play this week, but once I saw the game selection, I couldn't resist it. You know, not only is it a shooter, but it's Space Invaders, which I've got a lot of nostalgia for. Certainly not got nostalgia for this one, this version, but the actual arcade game I have a lot. Probably like many of you out there. I absolutely love the arcade version of this. Oh, here we go. Yes, there we go. Nice. So actually, when I was, I must have been about 8 years old or something, we actually got an arcade machine of this. We actually were given one. So a friend of the family actually had an arcade, and I think it was in Mac or something like that. And we're actually moving. We were moving because of my dad's job, and I think he felt sorry for us. That you know, for me and my brother and sister, now finding new friends, all the rest of it. So he actually gave us the machine, and actually fantastic. We were so lucky. It was such a surprise. Mind you, probably at the time, the Space Invaders probably was quite old, so he's probably thrown away these machines anyway. So we probably did him a favour by taking it. But anyway, we were well happy to get one, and did the treat. You know, did the trick. Didn't think at all about back home, just playing that all the time. Such a great machine. So many fond memories playing that. Probably the thing that really sticks out was the sound. It's just incredible. They had this single speaker at the front, and the sound just used to vibrate through you as the invaders sort of like thumping sound. As it sped up, it felt like your heart rate was going up with it. Really amazing, especially when you're that age as well. And the mirrored effect as well, that was incredible. It's just like magic or something. It's like projection in the back of the screen. And what's it? And I thought it was some sort of genius when I worked out how to get free games, because it was set up originally for coins, and we sort of got fed up feeding it with coins and opening up the box, and then we figured out the trigger of the coin mech, and I thought it was a bloody genius. Then I thought I could go to any arcades and get free games. I think that started it all off. My interest in arcades because of that Space Invaders machine. It's amazing how these memories, like, they stick in there, and then you become older and start collecting for these things. Oh, thank God I got the power up. Here we go. Love to get a Space Invaders dedicated cap. We'd love to get the American version. The one that we had when I was a kid was didn't have the side art like you see in the American ones. I think that's really cool. The American side art. It just like had wood grain on the one. Oh no! Only had wood grain on the one that we had. But to get one of those now, virtually impossible in this part of the world. Probably is impossible killing this thing. What the hell? How the hell are you supposed to kill this thing? Is that it? Oh, this is very cheap. This is a trick to this, I don't know it. This is very cheap. It's very, very cheap. Oh, come on. It's all over, isn't it? Now, that was a disappointing ending, wasn't it? That was a pretty poor attempt. Apologies for that. Let's see what I got. So let's have a look here. What's that? Oh, so the score there is 74,350, which is pretty terrible. So apologies for that. So not only did you get a boring story about Space Invaders, but you also got a terrible score. So double whammy. Sorry about that. I did my best though. So thank you for watching. I'll see you later.